I'm your host, Mike St. Clair with Viper RIP Paranormal, and this is our last video of 2012. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek look into my video editing and evidence analysis workstation. So if you guys are ready, let's check it out. First, we're going to start off with our 32-inch LCD TV. Now, aside from its obvious entertainment value, I use this a lot to view formats that I can't easily and quickly get to the computer, such as mini DV and high 8 tapes. And this is also connected to the computer, so I can use it as a third monitor, especially if I'm working away from the computer with any of my wireless equipment. As we tilt down a little bit, we come to our computer monitors next. As you see, we are running two monitors side by side. Now, this gives us a lot of leeway, especially if we're using multiple programs at once. I could be running one program here and have my other program running here. This is especially great for my video editing. I can do all my editing, transitions, and whatnot here, and this will be my preview monitor. Another thing this is great for, especially when we're reviewing, let's say over here I'm reviewing some audio and I get a hit, a possible piece of evidence. So I can go over here and pull up my video and compare the two side by side to see if I have caught anything or something that's easily explainable. Now if you look down here to the lower left, you're going to see that I have a lot of programs here. Now the ones down here are the ones that I use for my editing and analysis, but we're going to get to those here in just a moment. Now if we come down, we're going to see my wireless mouse here. This is very handy, especially when I'm working far away from the computer. This has a little piece that plugs into your USB jack, and you can use that as well as the wireless keyboard. Now if you notice, you're going to see a lot of little burn holes here. This is from soldering when I was first learning how to solder. Still don't solder very well, but yeah, this is also my soldering station, as you can tell. We're going to go down a little bit to pull the drawer out, and we've got our wireless keyboard, which goes hand in hand with our wireless mouse. They're both run to the same USB connector, and these are great, especially if we're working away from the computer. It's very slim, no wires to full width, and we can work at a pretty good distance from the computer. Now, as we go here to the left, we're going to see something that some of you may recognize, most of you probably will not. This is the Shuttle Pro version 2. I bought this mainly for my video editing, but I quickly found out that this was great for analysis of evidence as well. This is this is a shuttle button here. As you can see, it's spring loaded, and as we turn it, we can quickly speed through video forward or backward, and we can go frame by frame using the little jog control here, which is great, especially if we're slowing down video. Possible piece of evidence, we can slow that down quickly and easily. And up here we have a series of programmable buttons that you can program to do all of your keyboard shortcuts. So the only thing that you need to use your keyboard for is typing in graphics and whatnot. It also has 2 buttons here on either side and 4 buttons down here at the bottom, and you can program this to be used for just about any software you have. Another cool thing that I found out, if you're into video games, now this doesn't really apply to our editing and analysis, but if you're into racing video games, this can be programmed to use as a steering wheel, and it's very cool because it is spring loaded. It has a really good feel to it. These are a must if you're into video editing. It gives you an old school analog feel, and you can get these for less than $100. I believe it was about 80, 90 bucks, but very handy. We're going to sneak up under the table, and I don't know how well you can see, but we've got a couple bags here. Now these are the pieces of equipment that I take on every single investigation. I got both of those crammed full. Now over here to the right, we have our terabyte hard drive, which comes in very handy because we do upload a lot of video to the computer, and we want to have room to keep that, and we don't want to be bogging down our system. So we have our external hard drive right here, and of course our quagmire of wires back here. I like to try to keep those as organized as possible, but as you can see, they're not very organized. And then I have my multi USB jack here. Now if we come to the right, you're going to see our Pinnacle Dazzle. Now I haven't got to use this a lot, but this is mainly for getting analog tapes, high 8, even digital mini DV tapes. You plug these in and you can upload them. Oops. You can upload them straight to your computer. and you have your S-video input as well. So very handy for getting your video to the computer, especially if you have captured a piece of evidence. You'll have a hard copy and you'll have a digital copy, so that's cool. Now if we tilt down a little bit, you're going to see our PC here. Now this is nothing special. This is a standard PC. It's stock. The only things I've changed, I've upgraded the power supply and I've upgraded the video card. I've got a pretty good video card in here, and that helps a lot with my video editing. Here to the right, probably wonder what this doodad is. This is actually to plug my Super Nintendo controller in when I'm playing Super Nintendo games on the computer, but really has nothing to do with editing. But there it is. Now if we come up here, we're going to see the Zoom H2 digital recorder. I use this obviously for my investigations. It is 4-channel audio, superior quality, and I use this for doing voiceovers as well, so this comes in handy in all aspects of what we do. And over here to the right, we have our headphones. Now I use these in the field as well as at home for editing and for monitoring, reviewing. These are the Grotto SR80i. These run about $100, and this is the best set of headphones that you can buy for $100, and I do not believe anyone is going to dispute me on that. But these are fantastic for EVP, especially if you're running high quality recorders such as the Zoom or some of the other higher end models. I totally recommend getting a pair of these. The quality is freaking ridiculous, and that's all it is to it. Down here I've got my it's probably hard to see in there. We've got some plugs there, extra cameras, and some other equipment in there. All of my charging devices are in there. Another set of headphones back there. Down here I've got my my battery charger and some extra batteries, extra wires. There's my Super Nintendo controller over there. Ooh, gotta have that. Over here got a couple tripods. I don't have a lot of room to work with, so I've pretty much got everything crammed in here. This is a box where I keep some of my equipment boxes here, and my components for building, you know, equipment and things like that. Just some extra supplies here. Deck of cards for performing magic tricks. Some engineering books here and whatnot, and just a lot of different things we use. And we're going to tilt down here, a little box that I have hidden under the bed. It's got a lot of extra equipment that I don't use. Freaking pile of video recorders, lots of tapes, EMF meters, thermometers, speakers, infrared lighting, more EMF meters, just a lot of different stuff in here. But that's a little bit of the equipment side and the hardware aspect of things. Now let's take a quick look at the software so you can see exactly what we're using to do our analysis and editing. Okay guys, this is some of our software here. We're going to go down to the lower left hand corner here. We really don't have time to do a screen capture, so I'm shooting this directly off of the camera. I hope that's okay. But here to the left we have GIMP 2. This is a photograph editing software. It's a very powerful software, and it is free, so if you don't have that, I encourage you to get that. This is Photoshop Pro CS4, very similar to GIMP, only $1,000 more expensive. This is Paint. This is free. I use this occasionally for graphics, not so much now. Here to the right we have Photoscape. I use this all the time. This is my main photo software for photo analysis. Now this is a free software, and it is called Photoscape, and I recommend getting that. A couple media players here, Windows Media Player, Real Player, Video Converter, DVD Pro 5.0. This is for making actual DVDs, and I use this from time to time, but I don't make a whole lot of DVDs. So, and this is also an imaging program. I really don't know how to use this, but it is a free program, so it's free, so I've got it. Now this is Particle Illusion 3.0. This is like an effects program. I seldom use this. This is kind of an older program. Here to the right of that, it's Adobe Premiere Pro. This is a video editing program, and I do use this. To the right is Adobe After Effects, and I use this as well. And these two are fairly expensive programs as well. Pinnacle Studio 14. I don't really edit with this. I use this mainly for my video capture with the Dazzle, and it came with it, so hey, it's on the computer. Camtasia Studio. This is what I use for all of my screen captures. Like when you see me in a shot of me going through the screen, maybe showing you an EVP or something, I'm using Camtasia for that. So that's a really good program for that. It's a decent editing program as well, but the only thing I use it for is my screen capture. Now the main program that I use is Vegas Pro 9. Now, this is a couple years old, but I'm not going to spend the money to upgrade this because I don't think the other ones are going to offer me any more than I get with the Vegas Pro 9, so it's really pointless to spend the money for the upgrade. Graham here to the bottom. This is a spectral analysis software. This comes in fairly handy for doing spectral analysis of EVPs. Acid Pro 7 and SoundForge. These are more music production softwares, although you can use SoundForge for your EVP analysis as well, and I do that from time to time. Audacity, this is a free program. This actually has a spectral analysis in there for analyzing your EVPs. It's not that great, but it does work. Adobe Audition 1.5, this is a paid program. This is an older version, so it didn't really cost me that much. But this has a great spectral analysis. I use this mostly for my spectral analysis and for reviewing my Zoom H2 voice recorder, because I can layer audio and listen to front track channels and rear channels at the same time. And it's great for that. This is Digital Voice Editor. This is for use with some of my Sony voice recorders to actually get the audio from the recorder to the computer. And last but not least, definitely not least, WavePad Sound Editor. This is what I use mostly for my EVP analysis. Now, this is a free program, but I do have the Masters Edition, which is around 30 or 40 bucks. It's not that expensive. But really the only thing you get with the Masters Edition that you're going to use for EVP is your spectral analysis, but obviously I have that in several other programs, so that's not a total necessity for me, but it's definitely good to have. So that's the video, guys, the last video of 2012. The next time you see me, it's going to be 2013. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We've got a lot of great stuff planned for you in the upcoming year. We didn't do exactly what we wanted to do this year, but I think 2013 is going to be better. We've upgraded our equipment, and we've got a lot of cool stuff planned for you guys. So if you're into paranormal investigation or anything to do with the paranormal, I encourage you to subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a happy new year. Thanks for being awesome.